Hey everyone. Um, so we're on Module 11, and what you're going to be looking at this week is evaluating an article. So last week we were looking at Google search and advanced search, and I wanted you to become aware of different search possibilities for online because we're so used to Google, but we don't always realize that Google has more options available. We don't always realize that there's other options available that might be more useful depending on what you're looking for and what you're hoping to find. So that is due. If you haven't already turned that in, that's due today. If you're watching this on April 1st, it's not a fool's joke, guys. Um, and then you're going to start going into evaluating an article. So, yeah, you might know how to find resources now through Google or through an advanced search engine, and you might find an article online, but you need to know how to evaluate it to make sure it's actually a useful article, because anybody can write anything and publish it online. They can post it and make it available. You need to know what makes it good, what makes it worthwhile, and something that your teachers and other scholars would accept. Okay, something that they would say, oh, this is a good resource. So this assignment this week is all about a test. There's different kinds of tests actually that can be used, but the one that this class is going to discuss is actually called a CRAP test, and it's CRAAP test. And that's because you want to know if what you're reading is any good or not. So you're evaluating it. You're looking at credibility. You're looking at reliability and authority and all kinds of stuff to see, is this a good article? Now, guys, I am not talking about an article from the databases. No, not from the databases this time. You are finding it specifically online, and this is not the full website, okay? You could go to, maybe you decided to go to psychology.com or some other full website. You have to find an article from that website, not the website as a whole, okay? It has to be an article, and it needs to be about your topic. All right, your research question, I should say, not your topic, your research question. And you're going to evaluate that article that you find. And you're going to tell me the number, the rating that you give for each part. So for C, what's the rating it gets? Tell me why you gave it that rating. What does it do? Answer those questions. R, give me the rating. What does it do? Answer the questions. And you need to read all about what the CRAAP test is so that you understand what each part means, okay? I've given that website and I want you to find it. I've given the link. I want you to look at it. Search this information out. Because so many times you're not going to have somebody who's able to just teach it to you. You have to search it out and find the answers yourselves. Okay? As always, I am happy to help you. I'm more than ready to be there to help you. It is always easier to do in person if at all possible, but if you're an online student, many of you are online students, you might be distance students, you're not able to come in, message me, call me, and I will walk you through the process. I will explain anything that you're not understanding. And you need to give the citation of the article that you find. The full citation, include a URL so that I can find it too. If I can't find it, you're going to get a 0 because I have to be able to find it, okay? And you're going to give me the total score that it gets overall out of, once you add up each of the scores for each of the letters, okay? And if you read the websites, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If you're not going to read it and you wait till the last minute to do this, then you're on your own on that. There's nothing I can do about that. So you need to read it, be paying attention, because you need to know how to evaluate, especially since there's so much fake news. There's so much information that people can put up, and you have so much access through the internet, but it is not all useful. There is a lot of information that is not useful, okay? So be sure to understand this to help you. And Let me move this just a little bit off my screen here. And I just want to make sure for the next week, not this one that you're about to be doing and completing, but the next one, I moved one of the assignments so that it'll be on next week's assignment instead of the week after. So it'll give you a little more time to do it, to get it in, for me to grade it, so that you'll be ready for your final project. Okay? If you have not done your some of the assignments where you had to have book citations in APA, guys, we're not worried about the MLA anymore. Get that assignments turned in, but that is just for that particular module. For the final project, it's all APA. If you're having trouble with your title page, if you're having trouble with your citations, you need to contact me so I can help you with those and help you make them better so that you do well on the final. The final project is 800 points. That's why I've been strict on so many of these assignments, and I'm being so particular, is because I want you to, if you do poorly at the beginning, but you take correction and you receive whatever it is I've told you to fix, and you actually fix it, then you'll do well on the final so you can get all your points, okay? And you can always show me the final in advance before the due date, so that I can look at it and say, hey, you got to work on this, you got to work on this. I'm not going to say I'm going to see every little thing that I might see when I grade it. I'm going to try, but I'm a person, and there's a lot that comes through. But give me a piece. Don't give me everything and say, okay, she's going to fix it all, because that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. But I will tell you, look at this rule. Guys, many of you, you are not doing capitalization correctly. When you have a title and you're putting it in APA format, and it's the title for a book, the title for an article, you do not capitalize every word, okay? Even if they capitalized every word, even if the citation machine that you use capitalized every word, do not capitalize every word. Capitalize the very beginning, and then capitalize anything that comes after a colon. So if it has a first part of the title, and then there's a colon, and then there's a last part of the title, you capitalize that first word in that last part, and you capitalize any kind of proper name. Johnson Street, Mississippi, okay, those are proper names because they're places or people, all right? If you're not sure, Google it. I mean, you're so big, this generation is huge on Googling. Google it and find out, is this a proper name, okay? So that way you'll know if you need to capitalize it. Finally, for extra credit, if you have not contacted me to get your extra credit done. Now, I may not have applied all the extra credit yet. I'm kind of waiting till closer to the end of the semester so that we can see where it will best be used. But if you're trying to get extra credit, you have to ask for it by the 15th, okay, which is tax day. So there you go. You got two due dates on that, 2 deadlines. But you need to ask me for it on the 15th. You can have it within that week of the 15th, but after that, I'm not going to be giving it, okay? It's over after that, because I'm the one who actually gives those extra credit, and I won't have time after that because of grading and getting you guys ready for the final project. So getting it turned in, checking stuff, and those are things that are meant to help you. So you have to help yourself. If you're wanting extra credit, you got to do it between now and contacting me by the 15th. After that, I'm not going to do it, even if it's during that week, okay? So that's it. If you have any problems or anything, have a question about a grade, struggling with anything, please ask me, as always. I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope that you get to be a part of the escape room, which is one of the extra credit options. We'd love to have you if we still have room. We're working on maybe moving some students into the faculty night, because we haven't had a lot of faculty sign up, but we're having a lot of students. So we're going to see, maybe be able to do that. I don't know. But we'll see what we can do. Otherwise, I wish you guys the best of luck, and have a great week. Talk to you later.